Hi, welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So I just got a call from Pam. I guess she's called me to let me know that she's on her way home. I told her I took the kids to the Boys and Girls Club. So now I spoke to her um, after I dropped off the kids to Boys and Girls. I called to let her know that she got to pick up the kids at the Boys and Girls Club. So she says to me, when she called me, she's like, "Oh, I got a missed call from you." I'm like, "You don't got no missed call from me," and I know she's lying because every time I called her um, earlier, and actually, you know what? I did accidentally call her, so that's correct. I forgot about that because I think my phone accidentally dialed and I ended up hanging up. So then she's like, "Oh, I see that I got a missed call." No, she said, "I see that I got a missed call in red from you." So I'm like, okay, I'm very perplexed by this. If I call her before and if I have a missed call, she just say, "Oh, I see that I have a missed call." Just like how when she calls me, and I missed a call, I said, "Oh, I see I had a missed call from you." So I said to her, I said, "Pamela, this is why you keep why all of a sudden you keep calling out the colors of things." I got a red missed call. Oh, I thought of when she's doing laundry, instead of saying like she used to say, "Oh, I'm doing darks. I'm gonna do dark colors." She goes, "Oh, I'm gonna do blues," and I'm like, "You're gonna do blues?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You're gonna do blues?" She's like, "Yeah, my uniforms are blue." I said, "Okay, yeah, I know that, but that's dark colors, right? You put your dark colors in there with your uniform colors. They're all dark colors. So why all of a sudden now you start calling out the colors?" Instead of, "Oh, I see I got a missed call in red for you." you know like these people, they never stop. You understand what I'm saying? And when she does things like this, it just shows me that she has been willfully participating in this psychological torture campaign. It is a torture campaign. Don't make no mistake about it. Okay, they may try to soften it. I may try to say it's coercive persuasion or whatever, or behavior modification. What it is torture. That's basically what it is, right? So, and I guess, like I said, the postal worker that they use, because from time to time they'll use these white people, right? They'll use these white people who will engage in, or who they feel like they can use, and they feel like, "I'm not going to upload the video." Listen, I have nothing to hide. They do. They have a lot to hide. Okay? This is why they're engaging in the manner in which they're engaging, and this is why with those two cops in the police car making noise in the sirens, as soon as I turn my phone to record them and show them, they both turn their face. They made a turn. Okay, imagine this: they made a right turn. Both their faces turned straight to the right, looking out you know, all both their faces turned to the right, not straight. There could have been somebody walking in front, or running, trying to, run across the street. They could have hit them. But it just goes to show you that they understand what they've done is illegal, that they're criminal. They engaging in criminal conspiracy against individuals' rights. Okay, not just criminal conspiracy, but criminal drugging, criminal um, illegal and criminal implantation of microchip for the purpose of remote monitoring, right? And then again, the manipulation, the psychological manipulation that takes place before all of that, not including drugging, getting people to drug you, getting people to poison your food, all these other things. That's why I always say that they're not going to come knocking at my door, because they understand that I know the truth, and I know enough to where I can basically, like I said in my video before, send their asses to jail. All who is involved in this, okay? Because again, they don't see we as TIs as human beings. This is the propagandization, the weaponization of propaganda villainizing individuals to where they feel like now they can do whatever it is that they want to them with any remorse, with any repercussion, with any acceptance of the responsibility for what the damage that they've done. Why? Because those in the high authoritative position, the ones that the architect of these programs, whether it be the FBI, the CIA, the Department of Defense, or what have you, and because they're in those positions, they think and believe that they can get away with these things. And I always say, okay, because I did a video earlier, which it's a pretty long video, but it talks about, and I read something, some articles, what have you, with Nazi Germany, and I keep saying that the Nazis didn't develop the German. Hitler did not develop the Nazi mentality, the Nazi ideology on his own. Okay, it was imported straight from the United States. And you don't believe me, go and do your research. So when we want to talk about Nazis, and people say Nazis and Nazis and Nazis, no, it is America, the American Eugenics Society, the racist American Eugenics Society, right, that created the idea of eugenics, in which now the Nazis used. Okay? And now you hear the sirens, and yeah, fuck y'all. Y'all can make all that noise. Make all that noise. But come knock on my fucking door, but y'all won't. Let's take it out of the psychological realm. Yeah, you can do all your sirens all y'all want. I'll be outside. Yeah, I'll be outside. I'll be waiting. Okay? With my phone and camera recording. And let's see what you're gonna do. Yeah. So keep making all that fucking noise outside. Anyway, so like I said, they get it from the Americans, the racists, the white supremacists. Okay? That is who controls and run America. Right? Particularly when they develop technology that can influence your mind and you not even know anything about it. But there's enough documentation. There's enough evidence out there. They may try to skirt and say, okay, these people are crazy, what have you. Because that's what they do. If you look at every repressive regime, every dictatorship, every government that have, including the United States, like I said, the United States have no moral standing in terms of when they talk about civil rights and they talk about human rights. The United States have no moral standing when they talk about child pedophilia, human trafficking, okay, corruption on the police force, within the military, within the government, because America is one of the most corrupt nations. Okay, and it's because of these individuals, because of their dark triad personality traits. Right? Because the dark triad personality trait, these types of people, they aspire for a position of authority so they can commit evil, and then they can tell the rest of the world, look, we're all good. America's the greatest. America's all good. What you're doing in the Soviet Union, using psychiatry to discredit, right, or to get rid of political dissident, they doing the same shit here. They're doing the same shit here, and not just political dissident, to anybody that they want to do, they can do. And all they have to do is be in a position of authority. Okay? So I love when the elder Louis Farrakhan says, when he tells Mike Wallace or Phil Donahue, America has no moral authority in which it can tell the rest of the world how to behave in a moral way. Because America is the most immoral, the most corrupt country. Look at how they treat black people. Okay? So come on now. Look at how they use these weapons on us. Right? And then they're mad because now somebody's using it on the diplomat, which I think it is the United States government, these security agents that are using it on their own diplomats. This is my belief. Okay, to try to cause an international incident, so they can blame Russia, they can blame China, they can blame Cuba. Why? Why? Because the warmongers, right? The warmongers, right? The military-industrial complex, they don't want peace. They need war. They need war. How else are they going to sell military gear to the U.S. government? Right? They make billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars each year selling military weapons to the United States. It's greed. Plain and simple, greed. And to control people. So yeah, they can make all the noise they want. And I'll see them when I see them. Okay? And they can threaten me. You can send people behind me, walking up close to me, like if they're going to, listen, as a targeted individual, I understand that one thing, this program is fear-based, but this is being done to other people as well. Maybe not to the extent that it's being done to us, particularly us as black people. When police officers constantly shoot us. I watched a video the other day, that was it, either this morning or yesterday, of a police officer beating on a man. The man was having a conversation with another guy, and this is a white police officer now. In his mind, something must have happened because they're arguing, right? So he comes, grabs the man, and then asks afterwards, did he pay for his food? And the people, and like I said, thank goodness, like I said, they are good white people out there. Okay, thank goodness, because I said white people are the ones that are going to have to stand up to these fascists, to these bigots, to these racist police officers on the police force. Who had to tell him the man didn't do anything wrong. And you know what he does? The police officer, he just calmly walks away. Not the fact that he had the man on the ground, roughing him up. So yeah, America, you can't talk about having moral authority. Okay? Because I'm a testament to that, for what America has done to me, and USTI, what America have done to you guys. And it ain't the Russian. They may try to make you believe that it's the Russian that's doing this, to take the blame off of them, because this is what they try to do with me. Try to make me believe, it's the Russian. It ain't no Russian. It's those within the United States, those within the military, within the CIA, within the local police department, these racists who have these weapons. Okay? So no, you're not fooling me. This ain't the Russians ain't doing this to us. Okay? The United States government is doing this to us, and its entities, its military, its law enforcement, its security agencies. That's who's doing this to us. You're not fooling me. Okay? Like I said, you picked the right one. And that's what we're going to do as TIs. We're going to start. We have to expose them, not start. We've already started exposing them. We have to expose them even more. So let them go ahead. Let them make their noise. Let them, all they are doing is showing the world who they really are. And all they're doing is showing people in America who they really are. So let them go ahead. There's nothing we can do about it anyway. But there is something we can do, which is record, document, and put it out there so others can see. Okay? And if for some reason the Russians do decide to use these weapons on them, then guess what? They can't be mad and they can't be angry, because they're doing the same thing to those of us here in the United States. Okay? Yeah, call alarm. State-sponsored terrorism. Okay? The United States always accusing other countries of state-sponsored terrorism. Meanwhile, they committed state-sponsored terrorism right here in the United States. So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Okay, what else you gonna do? All right, what else you gonna do? And again, the more we show what's being done, is the more other countries gonna take a stand and say, you know what, you can't talk about having moral authority, because what you're doing is immoral, it's illegal, but you're still doing it anyway. And like I said, you can't bribe me with no hush money. You can't bribe me with women or what have you. Okay? And the fact that they've done so much damage and they still want to continue to do damage to you just to show you their mentality. Right? Like I said, this is where the Nazis got their ideology from. So we shouldn't be surprised. Because I'm not anymore. I'll see you guys in the next video.